this battery pack is it's basically a Sony NP F970 battery pack. However, it has increased capacity. As you can see from the size, this is not your standard FP, which is usually about a quarter of the size of this. This has about 6,600 milliamps of power. And on top of that, it has a couple of different accessories. The main reason why I ordered this battery pack is, number one, I wanted something that was going to last a little bit longer. And two was it has a USB port. So my plan was to basically power everything on my rig, with the exception of my wireless mics, with this particular device. So I ended up buying this. I bought a power bank that actually runs, or not power bank, a dummy battery that runs into my camera. And all I have to do is keep this charged up, and this basically powers the field monitor and the camera. In addition to that, there's also an option to use a DC port. So like my field monitor, if it wasn't compatible with this battery, thankfully it is, you could actually power items with this as well, because it is a DC output. So when I was looking for these, this one came up. Price wise, it was actually cheaper than a lot of the FPs at the same capacity, but did not have all the additional items. And then I also noticed that it had this way of checking the charge, which to me was almost like, I don't really need it. But yeah, if it comes on there and it's actually still cheaper than buying it without it, it just made sense. Back when I purchased it, I paid about $21 for it. Now it's about $22.99. Still, I believe it's less than most of the battery packs that are listed on Amazon that are at this capacity. But what I will say, even though I thought this was kind of cheesy, this is probably like my most favorite item. The idea that I press the check button, it tells me how much, as you can see from the lights, charge I have remaining. And I didn't realize how convenient that actually was, because I'm really good about rotating my batteries out. I've never been in a place where I showed up, get ready to shoot something, and I don't have a charge, right? I keep a lot of batteries on me and I keep them charged up. But because this one, it actually has such a gigantic capacity, it takes a while to run it down, but to grab it and just before I throw it in my bag, to do that and to see how much I have remaining, it's a really killer feature. Almost so much so that I'm actually wishing I had this on my other batteries. But I digress. Once again, that alone to me, now knowing what I know, how useful it is, I probably would have paid a little bit more just to get it. The USB definitely works without any issue. As far as being able to power multiple devices, you are getting enough power from this port to basically power your camera, which is what I'm using on my G85. And then as far as the DC is concerned, I actually have not used the DC at all. And now that I think about it, for some reason, I was thinking that I believe you can actually charge with the DC out here, but I'll have to double check that just to be sure. So what I'm saying is, I think you can actually charge the battery pack with the DC cable that came with it in the event that you didn't already have a charger, which I actually did. So I think I kind of disregarded that cable. It's somewhere around here. But I digress. So needless to say, if you're interested in this product, I don't do affiliate links or anything, but I bought it off of Amazon. The company was called Powerextra. It's still, like I said, considered the Amazon choice for NPF 970s. And yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. I've been running it now for about 7 months without fail, and it's been pretty perfect. And I would even say that on average, I'm at about 3/4 when I get finished using this thing when I'm doing video. So it appears to last a long, long time. But here lately, I haven't been using this to power my camera because I've been using my extended grip, which has an extra battery. So usually this is just sitting on the back of the field monitor, and the field monitor is really not using that much power to begin with. So I think that does it. If you have any questions on this item, once again, I think it is a great deal, a great product, and the fact that it is so cheap just blows my mind. But feel free, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll get back to you. Feel free, click like, subscribe. Thank you for your time. Agent Fit signing out.